What's up? Back again. Back for some more. Yeah. So on the 8th, I hit legs, shoulders, and back. And some core. So I think I'm just gonna hit arms. I was gonna hit chest, but I hit chest when I did the push-up challenge. That was on the 7th. So I think I'd rather just smash some arms. Yeah. Sounds good to me. Maybe I'll do some bench this weekend. Yeah. Do you like my shirt? Yeah. I was at work today. I'll do some talking while people come in. I was at work today and I wore this shirt, you know, for Charlie Kirk. And a couple people stopped me. Hey man, where'd you get that shirt? Somebody had just called me on the phone. Right when somebody asked me that, I was like, I got it on the internet. Well, then that dude called me later on. He said, where'd you say you got that shirt? I said, the Hodge twins, man. So then we started talking about them and Charlie Kirk and others. We were talking about what happened yesterday, or the day before, rather. So I told him I've been on the Hodge twins for years. I've been watching the Hodge twins since like 2012. It's been a while. Before they were political, I told him. So I was watching the twins before everybody knew the twins. They still had a following, but it wasn't quite like it is now. Let's just put it that way. Now everybody and their mama knows the twins. So you can't find this shirt anymore. Because most of their stuff is just all in black. But still, I like to rock it. And it's a good fitness shirt. Kinda, sorta. Somewhat. Yeah. That's kind of where I got that yeah from. Oh, that's a nice stretch. Daniel, is that you? Is that who I think it is? Daniel from the Burning Bush Network. I was telling the people earlier, I'm hitting arms today. Arms. Yes. Glory to Jesus is right. Hey, thanks. You too. Yeah, man. Arm day. So I warmed up, doing some skull crushers with a 10-pound dumbbell on each side. Now I'm going to up the weight. I think I'm going to put my gloves on while I'm at it. What's good with you, Daniel? I ain't seen you since, I don't know, a week ago. It was all good a week ago. Yeah, man. Grab some dumbbells, Daniel. Yeah. Join me, sir. Hey, Daniel, do you like my shirt? Yeah. That's the only question I have for you, sir. Is do you like my shirt? Oh, you're driving? Oh, oh, tomorrow. Okay. I thought you were saying you're driving. Oh, it's backwards. Yeah, that's how it be. It's full screen though, right? That's all that matters. It's always in reverse. Yes. How else may I offend you today? Yeah. It's a shout out to Charlie Kirk. Amen. But no, it's a Hodge Twin shirt. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. How's your week been? Yeah. R.I.P. to Charlie Kirk is right. I was thinking about that stuff all day. That's kind of why I'm in here. That 25-pounder is hard on my elbow. Straight up. I'm gonna drop that down. To a 20. That's better. I'm going to take a 35 and do it with both arms. Which is actually more comfortable than the single arm. Oh. Ah. Much better. What time you guys leaving in the morning, Daniel? Pretty early. I'm just going to take this attachment and go to failure on number 16 for the tricep extension. Number 16 being 160 pounds. That's the heaviest weight on one stack, that is. Normally I alternate between 160 and 120, but I'm just going to go straight to failure on the 160 by itself. And I'm already warmed up. This is one of my favorite exercises to do. I'll count that last one as a bonus rep. A good pause rep. Yeah. Sets of 12 is perfect for this. Yes. Ooh. 5 sets of 12s. What's that, 60 each? Not bad. 30 pounds on each side. 12 reps at a time. When you get to the 11th and the 12th rep, you really feel that burn. This stuff feels nice. Alright. I think we're good on triceps. No, thanks for hitting the like button. Whoever that was, appreciate it. What's up? The big homie, Golden Rule TV. That must have been you who hit the like button. Appreciate it, sir. Yeah, I'm just hitting some arms. Just finished up on triceps. Now I'm gonna hit some biceps. But first, I need a drink of water. So in the meantime, say hello to your neighbor. Greet the person next to you. Go shake hands. We're gonna have an intermission. Yeah. By intermission, I mean just a few sips. My photographer, she came to my birthday party and she took some pictures of me and my homie. Hey, what's up, Tar Baby Yoda? So if you go on my channel, under posts, the last thing that I posted is from her, the photographer. Alright. What's good with you? But I had a lot of those pictures with the homie. It was a back-to-back shot. It was like a back shot with the Transformers symbols. I didn't upload all the other pictures because I don't want to dox my homie. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it was just a back shot. Yeah. But yeah, it's on there. Yes, it is. What's going on with Tar Baby Yoda? That's my question. Tar Baby Yoda, you miss. Who's Isabella? Her hubby's channel's on fire right now, LMAO. He's crashing in on X. Chat's talking mess about Charlie Kirk. Why are people talking mess about him? That's my question. Yeah. When I see the headlines and the titles that are like, people are talking mess about Charlie Kirk, or look what this person had bad to say about him, I can't even watch those videos. It's not good for my spirit. Because when I watch that type of stuff, people being evil, their evil wants to latch on to me. That evil wants to make me become evil again. So I don't even watch. It's kind of like when Hulk Hogan died, when people were trying to badmouth him. And I'm not even like a Hulk Hogan fan. I'm not a wrestling fan or anything. But I don't like watching that type of evil. Now, like scary movies and horror movies, I can watch that stuff all day. Because I know it's not real. It is real, but it's not at the same time. Whereas when people are like celebrating someone's death, that's actually real evil. That's true evil. I'd rather not watch that type of content. Even if it's someone's commentary about how evil somebody else is, I still can't watch it. If it's someone who I follow, and this person's saying, look at what these people are saying about Charlie, I don't even want to watch that if it's somebody who I subscribe to. You know what I'm saying? Because the only thing it's going to do is quote unquote take me off. You know? The spiritual war is about to kick up. Yeah. Yeah. We don't know what's going to happen. But it's almost like Charlie Kirk sacrificed himself just for people to wake up. Like, this is what it took for people to truly wake up. Because I see liberals, even at my job, who they were like talking amongst themselves and they're like kind of quiet. I kind of know who the liberals are. I still got love for them. It's not like they did it, but I think that they're beginning to understand the rhetoric that their side preaches. That's what I'm thinking. And I think people are starting to feel guilty because they participated without participating and stoking those fires, those divisions, that hate. It's like they've been calling Trump a Nazi for the last 10 years, and they say his supporters are Nazis, white supremacists, KKK, like everything under the book they've been saying about us. Even the black ones, it doesn't matter. We're considered Nazis and KKK and neo Nazis and fascists. That's what we've been getting called since 2015. You know what I'm saying? So the liberals are starting to like back off and say, oh, like the whole country actually paused, like at certain buildings, like schools, federal buildings, I'm sure too. The flag is half staffed. So that means it's a nationwide thing where you put the flag halfway up. So the liberals are like, oh, because it's not a good thing. You have some normal liberals who are kind of conscious of what they're saying and what they're thinking. Those are like the older baby boomer liberals. Whereas the young people my age and younger, they don't care. They're just gonna go in on Charlie regardless of how the country feels. Like they don't want us to have a moment, just one moment. Those people won't let it happen. Joe Budden, not Biden, but Budden. Joe Budden made a song called "Give Me 10 Minutes." Yeah, they don't want to give you that. No. I watched a football game first time in almost 2 years tonight. Okay, how was it? There's 5 people watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. I heard a rumor that Israel newspaper had a September 9th, a story that Charlie Kirk was killed. Who knows? Who knows about rumors and what ifs and speculation and hearsay and conspiracy? Nobody really knows. Even right now, we don't know. Because not enough evidence has come out as far as this shooter goes. There's so much stuff coming out, dude. Don't even get me started. They're talking about there was more than one shooter. There was the sniper, yes, but there was another guy who was close to him who actually paid to get into the event, also had a gun, hiding it under his arm and doing it like that to his head. So what that was to guarantee the job, to finish the job, to make sure this man wouldn't make it. You got that. You got footage of the sniper leaving. I guess he showed up limping because he was carrying the gun. Probably like one of his pant legs or something. I mean, this is gonna be the most interesting month in a while. And it's September 11th. It's insane. It is insane. But this is the shock that I think people really are questioning things all over again. Kind of like JFK. People are questioning, like, what the hell is going on in this country? That was the question I had in my head, like, what's happening to our country? It's not cool. It's not okay and it's not cool. I've had times, even today at work, where I just wanted to stop what I was doing and just step away. I told my guy, shout out to him, I told him, bro, I didn't even want to come to work today. I really didn't. And he was like, man, I felt the same way, man, because all the stuff that's going on. I did not even want to come to work, but I did it anyway, because that's just what I do. I never skip work. How you been, Gray? I've been all right. He almost broke his leg coming off the building. It was a drop. How can feel it? Yeah, I said in the chat this morning on one of the shows, it's like my heart was hurting. My heart hurt. It was hurting when I was at work. I was doing my thing, and I was like, man, I wanted to say just like F, the F word, like, man. Because when I'm talking to people on the job, it's not that bad. But when I'm by myself, when there's nobody around me, I'm just like, golly, man. And I wasn't even thinking about the video. I was just thinking about the weight of what's going on around, like the state of the country. Like something has fallen. Like something seriously wrong. Yeah. Because it's like, what's today? Well, it's Friday now. But Wednesday, let's, so Thursday I felt totally different from Wednesday. Because Wednesday, I was told he got shot. I'm like, okay. People shooting at Charlie Kirk now? And then I found out, oh, he got shot like that. He was sniped. He was assassinated. This wasn't just some knick-knack little punk thug. Like, this was a professional job. So when that kicked in, I was like, what? Then I would show the video. But even then, it hadn't fully registered. It didn't fully register till like this morning, meaning yesterday morning, Thursday morning. I'm like, what the heck? So Thursday hit me totally different from Wednesday. It was like two different realities from the day he got shot to the day after. Yeah. The last time I felt this way was when my supervisor passed away from a heart attack because it was so unexpected. It was so sudden. He died on the weekend. It was actually a Labor Day weekend 3, 4 years ago. We all saw him on Friday, my supervisor. And then I get a call on Sunday, like, from my other supervisor, which was his supervisor, saying, so-and-so died of a heart attack. I'm like, what? What? I'm like, that was my boy, right? He's like, yeah, I know. Well, then I started calling my old bosses who had retired. So they were shocked because he was only like 52, 53. But that was not an easy time. This is probably 3 or 4 years ago. But Normally, when there's a death, it doesn't really affect me a whole lot because in many cases, it's like a natural cause, old age, dementia, things like that. But when it's like something sudden, something unexpected, something that should have never happened, it shocks you. It's kind of like when you walk outside when there's freezing cold wind and you're underdressed. Like what? That's kind of how it was. But this is the last. Well, that was the last time I felt that way up until yesterday. As far as the shock, you know, and you kind of wake up thinking about it. You know, thank God for the silent prayer, huh? Thank God. It's interesting. We feel it. Yeah. Well, I was talking to my guy at work. He's conservative. I'm conservative. Two of our other guys are conservative. And we don't like go around calling ourselves conservative. We're just like common sense people. But I was talking to my guy. See, I watch ABL. And once I found out my homie was on the same thought process of me, give or take, I introduced him to ABL. This is like 6, 7, 8 months ago. So now my homie, he's been watching ABL. And that's like our thing at work. Because ABL comes on every Wednesday and every Saturday. So Wednesday we listen to him on our Bluetooth while we do our work. And then the next day, Thursday, we talk about, oh man, that was a good episode yesterday. And then he does a show on Saturday, and we don't always get a chance to watch him on Saturday, but what we will do sometimes, we might listen to him on Monday to make up for Saturday. And then we'll talk about it. Or we'll say, oh, I didn't get a chance to watch it. Okay, I watched some of it. My point is, Charlie Kirk was one of those guys in that universe with ABL, Candace Owens, the Hodge twins, Benny Johnson, Jesse Peterson, Ben Shapiro. He was just one of those guys who we kind of just watch. I didn't watch Charlie Kirk all the time, but I did watch his highlights and his clips a lot. So me and my coworker, we talk about ABL all the time, but I was like, bro, ABL was just talking about Charlie Kirk like 2 weeks ago. He was just talking about the dude. And then I mentioned they just put him on a South Park episode like 2 weeks ago or last week. And it was funny as hell, by the way. So it hit us different because Charlie was one of those guys who was kind of just always on the internet, whether it be YouTube or what have you. I'm not on all those other social media sites, but I do know he's everywhere. And I do know everybody knew who he was, whether they agree with him or disagree with him. So what made it even sadder was, it's like, okay, so if this guy had his own security and this still happened, what does this mean for everybody else who does similar work that he did? What does this mean? And then I made a video a few days ago. The title of it is No One's Safe, or None of Us is Safe, something like that. It was about the train stabbing. But this is like that times 5, times 10. Because we're not safe. Like, why do you think I keep swords in my garage? No one's safe. Because this dude was huge, and this still happened. Time to go hard in the paint. No fear to stay aware and vigilant. Like, yeah, man, I started carrying my We the People knife on me. Remember that knife I showed you in my intro when I'm like, this? I carry that now. It's like, I don't want to live in fear, but I definitely, I like to have my garage door open. It's open right now. Because it's such nice weather. It's beautiful out. But it's like, if they can get Charlie, they can get anybody. Yeah, I keep a boot knife in my car too. Carry that Tonto on your back. I might have to. I wish swords were not banned. I wish swords could be a real thing in America. I wish we could carry swords again, like in feudal Japan. That'd be nice. Oh yeah, it would be cool. Me and my homie, we used to talk about that years ago. If we could just all carry swords instead of guns, there would be no innocent bystander. Because if you're carrying a sword, you have to actually be skilled and trained to use the sword. Whereas any nutcase can shoot a gun off anywhere at anybody. But a sword, you need real practice. You need to know how to wield a sword. You can't. People walking around with matches. Oh, machetes. I thought you said matches. Yeah. And some of these people are foreigners too. Like they don't care about our laws. They'll bring machetes and all kind of stuff. This is my show you that. These are practice swords. The real ones are in the house. Haitians love machetes. I bet. This second one here, my homie gave me that. This one down here, that's my second sword. This one here, you've seen it. This is in my intro. This is one of my favorites. Yeah, man. I wish we could carry these on a normal basis. I took one of them to the park. Yeah. Chop some broccoli, that's right. Yeah, this one is my baby. Oh, yeah. It looks real, but it's not. It can still hurt you and do some damage. And it's my favorite color. Yeah. Because it's like, here's my thing. Like, take Chicago, for example, with Trump coming to Chicago or whatever situation you want to use as an example. Evil ain't playing. If evil's not playing around, why should we play around? We shouldn't be defenseless. I tell women, hey, sweetheart, carry pepper spray, carry a knife, or a taser or something, especially to the ladies. Whereas men, we can kind of get away with having some muscle in some type of way. Like Terry, I told Terry, you need to put some heat underneath that chair. I say it jokingly all the time, but I'm serious. Because she has that arthritis deal going on. I'm like, you need something on you at all times. When Jamie's not around, when Jamie's at work and you're by yourself, or when you're at work and Jamie's at home or whatever, when you're by yourself, you need to have something on you. That's my word. I used to work at a parts store. We used to sell car parts. And one of the things we sold was it was a little keychain of pepper spray. And it was pink. And all the ladies would buy it. Not all the ladies, but the ladies would definitely buy that. That's who it was for, the ladies. Yeah. I took one of these to the park. Which one was it? I think it was this one. Yeah. And all these are real. They're not real Japanese swords, but they're definitely nice replicas. Terry needs a gun. I don't know if he would run, but they should both have a gun. Like my sister, she's married, and they both have a gun, and they have 2 kids. Because who's going to protect those kids? Now, if I had kids, I probably would have a gun. Here's the thing about guns. I guess I'll dox whether I own one or not. I don't own a gun. Not a real one anyway, just replicas. But if and when I have a family, I might own a gun or two. But here's the thing about guns. Like these, knowing me, because y'all know me, I would not just own one gun. I would probably get 50 different guns if I were to get one. Like y'all seen my action figures. I never just get one. Y'all see my sword collection. I never just get one. You know, that's a fact. Y'all see my weights. I never just get one. It's true. We used to have a gun years ago with no serial number. Interesting. It's just sad about Charlie Kirk, and there's really nothing any of us can do. And the devil makes you think, who's next? That's my whole thing. The devil's like, who's next? Who's next? What's going to happen next? We don't know what happens next. But that's what Satan will do. Make you focus on something that's not even here yet. The devil is something else, man. I used to work with a guy who was a Christian, and he would kind of Bible thump to me, and we would kind of talk about the Bible and stuff, because we're both Christians. He used to talk about God a lot. Well, I would talk about Satan a lot. Not a lot, but one day he finally said to me, Greg, why do you always talk about Satan? You're supposed to be talking about God. I'm like, because, bro, Satan is real. Satan ain't playing. This was like a couple years ago. I told him, I was like, dude, I know Satan, dude. That's what Satan does. He talks to you in your thoughts. Satan makes you have crazy thoughts. I'm telling him this at work. And he's like, Greg, that just sounds so bad and satanic and stuff. I'm like, dude, I don't worship Satan. I love God. But you need to understand Satan if you want to be free. You have to know your enemy, is what I was trying to say. And he was just like, well, I just don't like when you talk about the devil, Greg. I'm like, this is real talk, dude. He's like, I know. But I just wish you would talk about God more. I said, okay, buddy. I understand. Because the way he was taking it, it wasn't good for his spirit listening to me talk about the devil and what the devil's doing. I wasn't like saying the devil's so bad and F the devil. I was just speaking freely, like what I think what's going on with the evil in the world. But his whole thing was we need to be positive. We need to spread cheer and that sort of thing. It's like, dude, I get that. I get that. But we also need to understand what's going on the other side. Because the world, this is a quote from Rocky, the world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place. And I don't care who you are, it'll beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You're a no one. But you gotta hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's Rocky Balboa. Good movies. Yeah, man. I'm supposed to be lifting some type of dumbbells. That was the plan. Yeah, it's Rocky, bro. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. You can apply that to what happened this week. Now, this has to pass. We're gonna get through this mess. I have the first Rocky 2. Yeah, 2 was just a rematch. I mean, 2 was alright. 3 spiced it up a little bit with Mr. T. I got Rambo First Blood. Rocky 4 is my favorite because the Russian. That boy Dolph Lundgren was just a monster. An incredible physical specimen. And I like to see the interviews of both Dolph and of Sylvester Stallone talking about that movie. It's great. Yeah, man. Because Sylvester said, oh, man, I hated him. Because when I saw him, I was like, oh, man, look at him. Because physically, he was like perfect. He was so perfect physically that he whooped Apollo Creed like it was nothing. And Apollo Creed was the dude. You know, it took Rocky everything to beat Apollo in the first movie. Well, then Dolph came in and whooped him like it was nothing. So that was the proof that, yo, Rocky was like, I really need to train. See, Rocky was like Dragon Ball Z before Dragon Ball Z. You know. That stuff inspires people, man. See, I wasn't born until the 90s. So by the time I was born, Rambo was already coming out. But I can only imagine watching the Rocky movies back then when that stuff was premiering. What? Yo, Adrian! Yeah, I thought Adrian was kind of pretty. Yeah. That and Apollo's buddy was saying throw in the towel. Yeah. I thought Adrian was a really good wife. She was kind of against him sometimes when he was wanting to continue fighting. But outside of him fighting, she really did support him. It was just hard for her to stop supporting him. It was hard for her to not support him because that's how they put food on their table. That was his job. He was a fighter. But he was only getting paid if he won. So on one hand, it's like, is this worth it? Should I get a real job? Is it worth it? Because I'm getting brain damage potentially. But hey, he did what he wanted to do. He wanted to fight. And for the most part, she stuck by him. I say for the most part because she did leave at one point. Adrian, I believe. Yeah. And Rocky 5 was cool too because his son was getting neglected. Those are some real ass movies. Rocky 5, that's the one with Tommy Guns. Yeah. Yeah, that's all he was good at was fighting. That's all he knew. But I like those movies because he had to work for it. He wasn't like naturally gifted. Yeah, I call him Tommy Guns. And then his son was getting all jealous. All you talk about is Tommy. Tommy this, Tommy that. Tommy, Tommy, Tommy. And Rocky didn't even understand, like, what's the problem? You know Tommy is my boy. But I'm your son. You know. They dealt with real family issues in those movies. Let me warm up with some tens. Yeah. You can't go wrong. None of the Rocky movies were actually bad. You had some that were a little bit slow. But none of them were bad movies. None of them you should just throw in the trash. You know? It's definitely worth having the box set. We'll put it that way. I'm going to upgrade this to 25s. So these 25s, these are like the perfect dumbbells, the perfect weight to do pretty much anything. Anything that's not a compound movement, meaning anything for reps, these 25s are perfect. But first, I need more water. You like how I did that? All this talking, I need more water than I would normally drink. Hey man, what would you say, Tar Baby Yoda? Rocky or Rambo? I like Rocky better because Rocky is more family oriented. You can watch Rocky with your family. Whereas Rambo, excuse me, I don't know if I would show Rambo to my kids. Not until they're like 10 or 11 or something. You know what I mean? Let me get some water. On second thought, I'm gonna drink the good Gatorade. No, I don't have a sponsorship with Gatorade. No. I'm advertising for free over here. Okay? That's a Hodge Twins shirt and some good Gatorade Fierce Thirst Quencher. I'm not getting paid by these people, I swear. Yes, what did y'all say? Oh, yeah. This took years to acquire. The poster, my friend got it for me. She went to a flea market. And I think, no, it wasn't for my birthday. This was just a random gift. The poster was. We work together. She's the one who calls me son, and I call her mom. Hey, mom. Because she knows I'm into comics and whatnot. So she's like, I got you something. I'm like, really? What? I'm like, what? It's so big. It's probably bigger than most of my posters. I said, you know what? I know exactly where to put it because there was already a hook right there in the garage or a nail or whatever. So it was perfect. So I use that to inspire me when I'm training. That and these. Greg got some weight. Yeah, these right here. These inspire me as well. Jim Gordon. Get it? Jim Gordon. Yeah, man. That's where I get my inspiration from at times. That and, of course, God. But anybody can do this. You just need some space. Whether it be your basement or your garage or a guest room or whatever. Anybody can do that. Do you need all these dumbbells? No, you don't need all that. As long as you have some lightweight, some heavyweight, and some midweight in between, you can make gains. Would who would you rather be for a week? Venom. I'd rather be Venom for life. Oh yeah. Venom is my favorite character of all. You asked me months ago why Venom. I'll make a video about that probably next month during my vacation. Me and Venom go way back. Batman. Hassel, the best toys. Okay. You mean Hasbro? Oh, has all the best toys. Oh yeah. That's without question. Oh yeah. You can't beat Batman when it comes to action figures. You can't. I'm not into comics at all anymore. Marvel ruined. It's not Marvel Comics that ruined everything. It was the MCU. All those movies that were coming out gave me superhero fatigue. This one goes out to Charlie. this one is for him. The Great White Prince. Terry found that song that reminded her of Court Green, and it's called Where Has All the Bush Gone? I don't know nothing about that. In the old days, we worked until 5 to 6 a.m., meaning 5 at night till 6 in the morning. Went into work from 6 to 7 p.m., so you did 13-hour days, huh? Yeah. I wish I had a symbiote. To this day, I wish I had a symbiote. Man. I had to burn that steam off. I was at work today. You know how sometimes I hate to even say this on the air. Ooh. Sometimes you might break down, but you don't know it. When you break down, you don't expect it. Well, today I almost broke down. So I was like, man, I'm gonna lift some weights when I get home. Forget this. I can't be breaking down on my job. Give Mr. Pink a nuggie. Nuggie. Yeah. I almost broke down at work today. Almost. But I just stayed present. Yeah. I snapped out of it. Yeah. You gotta tell yourself, how? How did I almost break down? Thinking about Charlie Kirk and all the mess that's going on. Yeah. Ugh. William from California had said, he's like, you guys are a little younger than I am. This is probably your first time seeing this sort of thing or living through it. I'm like, yeah, he has a point, but it's not like a competition. Who's seen the most assassinations? My point is, When you break down, you don't know you're gonna break down. You don't plan. You know what? I think I'm gonna have a breakdown today. No, it's like that spirit just sneaks up on you. By the spirit, I mean the devil. The devil wants you to break down. There's a Kanye West song. It's called "Bring Me Down." It's got brandy in it. Raise your hand if you like brandy. Mr. Pink doesn't want that smoke. Uh, but yeah, brandy is like, I always knew that one day they try to bring me down, way down, way down. We went at it pretty hard for a little bit yesterday. You and Mr. Pink did? Then he left and we all had a good time. He called in, didn't he? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he called in. We going to mass today. We have to pray despite what the pastor say. I had to say, since Charlie passed away, most of you rappers don't even deserve a track from me. You see, if you ever wanted to ever be anything, there's always going to be someone to shoot down any dream. There's always going to be haters. That's the way it is. Hating N-words, marry hating B-words, and have hater kids. But they going to have to take my life or they take my drive. Because when I was barely living, that's what kept me alive. Just the thought that we can make it up out of this time or out of my mind. Give me some leeway on the he say, she say. Your girl don't like me. How long has she been gay? Spanish girls say, no habla inglés. Then everybody want to run at me for this single. It's funny how these white people need my help. Running around when I couldn't feed myself. Dog, if I was you, I wouldn't feel myself. Dog, if I was you, I would kill myself. Made a meal myself, and I'm still myself, and I'ma look in the mirror if I need some help. Y'all don't speak from the heart, y'all are frontin'. Everybody feel a way about Greg, but at least y'all feel something. That's Kanye West. That stuff was deep. That stuff. It's called Bring Me Down. It's on his second album, that's Late Registration. From like '06. Oh, he called Nick. This is back when I was a kid, man. I don't listen to Kanye now. Not new stuff. But his first 3 or 4 albums, oh yeah. Conway. No Gaga Swift. Oh, come on, man. You got no love for Lady Gaga? Come on now. I'm not talking about Taylor Swift. You gotta like some Lady Gaga. I'll listen to some NWA, Snoop, Dre, Run DMC, and Public Enemy. Okay. Public Enemy and NWA. That's all my boombox had to say. The day was a good day, had the hood bussin'. Ice Cube, my favorite rapper. Y'all N-words can't tell me nothing. Everybody first bootleg was Boys in the Hood. Whoever thought gangster rap would make noise in the hood when the cars drive by with the booming system? 2-door Mustang and the roof was missing. Everybody at your school had the new extensions. Even gangsters was dancing like new editions. But the house party was rocking all night. N-words came through and shot it up, but it was alright. Yeah, that's the game. Or showed. Have you... Why are you asking that, man? What kind of question? Lady Gaga was doing witchcraft in front of... Really? Was it really witchcraft? Bomb threats and everybody. Huh. She seems pretty cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I like her because she's kind of weird. But I do like her voice. Her voice is kind of unique. Because he listens to rap. Oh my gosh. Leave it to Tar Baby Yoda, man. Get out of Golden Rule TV's personal business. It's on video. Whoa. Hold on, buddy. What's on video? Don't dox what videos you've made with some women. I don't want to see that. Oh, Bobby. What the? You remember my Hank Hill impersonation? What the hell? What the? Put your damn pants on, boy. I don't want to see that. And if I ever catch you again, I'll tear you a new one. Bigger than the Grand Canyon. Oh, dang it. Now I gotta straighten up in here. I ain't never seen so much whacking. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it. Damn it, Dale. I told you. Never mess with a man's lawn. Yeah, man. So you don't like Kanye West, huh? Okay. You don't like his music or you don't like his personality or both? Because I don't care. I could care less about his personality. I just like the music he used to make. That stuff would get you. Conway. Nice try. Yo. Duh. He said, y'all don't speak from the heart, y'all all frontin'. Everybody feel a way about Ye, but at least y'all feel something. I slipped up and told Terry and Josh on the one night I called her stream. Oh, I didn't know you called in. How about a black lady I slept with? Damn. That was probably the best you know what you ever had. Golden Rule TV was like, oh God. Even Golden Rule TV said, what the? Yeah, man. Hey. If you got love for the sisters, that's okay. You're not Mark. I like Mark, but I cannot do impersonations of Mark. It's too hard to impersonate him. I can't get his voice down. You know what I mean? Because he is one character who I would like to impersonate someday. But it's hard to do him because he has all that knowledge about all that historical stuff. And the way he talks with such conviction. So it would be hard to impersonate him. There's two things I hate. Hold on. This is how Mark talks. There's two things I hate in this world. That's communism and race mixing. And then Hank's like, I know. We've been over this before. That's what he says, Yoda. Communism? Communism and race mixing. Those are the two things, Hank. The two things. Mark knows all the... Right. Yeah, he does. I shook his hand before. He's a good man. He's something. He's something. Straight up. How's my Mark, Yoda? And he calls it the Civil Rights Bill. The civil rights movement. He kind of reminds me of, there's a comedian on YouTube. He's a black guy, but he's light skinned, kind of skinny. Dang it. Darren? Dang it, what's his name? Anyway, he could do a good Mark impersonation if he knew Mark. Mark is funny. He's the one who always says, love ya, in love with ya. He's the guy who goes around and buys people's groceries for them. Yeah, he does these little social challenges. Mark's take, but I haven't heard from Mark. Where is he? Yeah. He does these social experiments, and he talks like this. Are you sure about that? You sure you don't want me to buy your groceries? That's how he talks. But he's acting, right? I listen to my discernment when it comes to music. It's sharper than a Rambo knife. Ah. I just like her voice, that's all. Her voice sounds unique. That's my whole thing. You know. Yes, put this back in the fridge. Once again, favorite female singer. What's his favorite? Good question. My favorite female singer. My favorite female singer is Mary J. Blige. That's my girl. Mariah Carey is cool too. I also like Alicia Keys. Yeah, Mary J, that's my girl. She's like in her 50s now. Still looks good. Still looks good. To this day. I told you I'm making that to this day collage. Epic, mega, super. I don't listen to any of that mess. I do like Whitney Houston though. You don't like Mary J. Blige? Come on now. What did Mary ever do to you? Gotta grab my notebook. Destiny's Child, Beyonce, they were alright. My sister liked them. I mean, Beyonce is really the only one I really know. I liked Beyonce when I was growing up, but Beyonce, she just became too big, too popular. I liked her better before she was Beyonce. I liked it better when I didn't hear her everywhere on every radio station. I don't know. Like all the single ladies, I could have done without that song. She was alright though. Let's see here. Back at the table. The kitchen table. And I'm just gonna write what I did in a good notebook. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Ask. Beyonce got old, let's just put it that way. Kind of like Rihanna. I liked Rihanna back in like '05. But 2011 and after that, I don't know. It's kind of like when you get older, your taste buds change. That's how I feel about some music. Like it was fun as a kid. It was fun in the mid 2000s, but after high school, even further after that, during and after college, it's like, I don't know. Oh, who I do still like is Usher. Usher. Because Terry was reading a book called something Confessions. So I told her, whenever you read this book, you have to sing Usher. Top 5 favorite singers? Like what? R&B singers or what? Top 5 Usher songs? Man, you gotta put Yeah in there. I don't listen to any Usher. Top 5 R&B singers? Artists. Mary J. Blige should probably be number 1. Alicia Keys might be in there. Neo was okay, but I don't know if I put Neo in my top 5. Chris Brown, he was cool. But again, I don't know if I put him in there. Chris Brown was kind of pop. Men to Black is to. What was that other group? What was that other group? 112. The group that made the song Peaches and Cream. You know I really need it, I'm a fiend. Getting freaky dicky in my limousine. Nah. I can't say Diddy, because you know how that turned out. I don't know, man. I never really thought of a top 5 list for R&B singers. Because there's so many of them. I like Cassie. She was cool. Maybe I'll have to think about that one. Mariah Carey, she's another one. She was cool. Olivia. Good question. Good question. Let me grab a pen. That's a question I can't really answer. Who's that guy who made Slow Down? I just want to get to know you. Valentino. Bobby V. Yeah, Bobby Valentino. Angela Jordan. Sleep. Token. The Warning. Oh, Keith Sweat. Who was that other guy? Not Neo. My memory is just terrible. Jay Holiday. Remember him? uh, oh, you mean the OG R&B, like Marvin Gaye and them? Hmm. She says she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross. Arms. All right, I did some warm up. Uh, I did Skull Crushers. I'm taking notes as to what I did. Skull Crushers. Warmed up with tens. Then I did the 25s. I don't remember Angelina Jordan. I'm about to check her out. Set of drop down, drop set, 220s. Angelina was covering Whitney Houston and Adele when she was 13 and doing good or better. Yeah, you can't forget about Whitney Houston. Fair point. And then I did some tricep push downs. Tricep push downs. I did number 16. Number 16 to failure. Then I did the side triceps. Exactly. No, that was a question. Yeah, who doesn't love Whitney Houston? She's like the one singer who nobody can really emulate as far as her voice patterns. She hit notes nobody else really hit. Like Mariah Carey can't hit notes like that. You know. Yeah. Aretha Franklin, she was another one. Her and Whitney had crazy voices. Side triceps. With number 3. I did 12 sets of 5. No, 5 sets of 12. 5 sets of 12 each. And then I did the curls last. Yep. Curls with 25s to failure. Combine, superset with hammer curls. Hammer curls. Today would be the 12th, 11-12. And my weight, I gotta weigh myself. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. 220. 220.6. 218. Usually I step on it 3 times. $220 on the dot. All right. You don't like Mariah Carey? She had her little moments. Why you so obsessed with me? It's got no soul, huh? Top 3. Gentis. Genres? I don't know, man. Top 3 genres of music. Top 3 genres. You would have to have like classical rock in there somewhere. Maybe soul. Maybe jazz. Rock and roll, soul, and jazz. Probably. I couldn't put country in there because country is too depressing. I can't put rap in there because it got too violent. You could argue hip hop, but I don't know. Hip hop took music to a different direction. The only problem is it's not necessarily in a good direction. You know, jazz is only good when it's tasteful to me. Hardy is dope. What about Greg Henderson? You know, red brick buildings on the side of town. Provide the jobs for people all around. My fan is still on in the bathroom. You brought up the good Rambo knife a couple of times, Chris Stapleton. The monuments be out there standing still. Across the street from the cotton mill. Grandma worked on a little machine. Made the denim for your blue jeans. Papa built the houses on the hill. Across the street from the cotton mill. When you got out of school and you didn't go far. Something, 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 but you got a new car. Marry your sweetheart, pay your bills. With your job at the cotton mill. That's that stuff. Time moved on and the mill shut down. Something, something to our town. You know that's the stuff. It says a lot about you, Greg. Being black is hard to shake. That's why Freemasons say blacks are clandestine. Take that down and put up a picture of JLP. Oh, yeah, that. Yeah. That's an old poster from years ago. I had that poster when I lived with my dad. Yeah. Like I said, forgive me. Because Obama is the fallen messiah. And even the stuff about MLK that's coming out is like, I don't think I want a picture of MLK on my wall. Actually, I was going to put, this is what I was going to do. Let me see here. I was gonna like put Trump's face right there and just cover up the fallen messiah. That's what I was thinking about doing. It reads, focus on the hard times ahead with thoughts of those who came before you. Focus on the mission ahead with thoughts of your role as a leader in your community. Focus on the obligations of your family with thoughts of their needs first, personal needs last. Focus on the future of your people with thoughts of your course of actions to make their dreams come true by any means necessary. Yes, you can become the thinker. So it's got like each character has his own word, his own personality, I guess, or adjective. Martin Luther King, peace. Obama, power. Because he did have power, he just didn't use it. Actually, hold on. Why don't I just do it this way? Flip. There we go. Yeah, now it's not flipped. Peace, power, respect, dignity, and love. JLP, then Malcolm. The rest can go. Yeah, Mandela was kind of communist, wasn't he? And then things only got worse after he was in charge. But I know what you mean. Bob Marley, he was cool. He sang about love and whatnot. Yeah. Obama, he's the first one who needs to go, though. But you know how that stuff goes. They made these three into like the three amigos. They don't realize Malcolm X wouldn't like Obama at all. Like, if Malcolm X was alive today, and if Obama was the president, Malcolm X would be like, what the? Y'all really voted this man in here to do what? You been bamboozled, he would say. Hoodwinked. Yeah. That's one of my... You know what? Oh, yeah. Well, as far as the Charlie Kirk thing goes, my guy told me he was shot up close also by a second gunman. I was like, so they Malcolm X'd him. What the heck? I got that poster. I got, let's see, this poster. Wildcats. That's cool. Most of these I got offline. Let's see here. That's the setup there. This is probably my favorite poster out of all of them. There's a glare. Turn that back off. Yeah, there we go. That's from The Secret Invasion. Good poster. And then you got, let me turn this back on. They're replicas, guys. They're replicas. My Spurs poster. Got Tony. Got Tim Duncan. Got Ginobili up there. Got my little Trump hat. I don't know. Malcolm was a smart. Yeah. In a way, like Charlie Kirk, he was too smart for his own good. And he was too far ahead of everybody else. Definitely ahead of his time. Because the Nation of Islam, they knew that the people were going to flock to Malcolm. It was more than just that. But he was asking too many questions about Elijah Muhammad. Like, what's going on with these little girls getting pregnant? What's going on? You've seen this before. Yeah, man. I'll probably put the Megatron helmet in the intro at some point. Okay, now those are some property. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, these are my people. These are the good people, to be honest. Tim Duncan. About 40 to 50 spots ranked higher than the fraud. Yeah, Tim Duncan, he's my favorite player. My old boss sold me a toy of Tim Duncan. Yeah, he got that from eBay. Old Timmy. From 97. And it comes with a card. Yeah. Those are the guns from Devil May Cry. The replica. That's the Bayonetta gun. Yeah, super classy. Megatron. Megatron is my alter ego. When you fuse Greg and Megatron, you get Gregatron. And these are the other ones. Here we go. The OG heroes. You got Venom right there. Yes, here we go. Since y'all the only ones here, Greg is also my real name. Are you serious? I probably shouldn't read it out loud. Really? You should have told me that years ago. We could have been like brothers this whole time. Terry Berry, only person who knows. And she never doxed me. Okay, I won't say anything. And I got those. Whoops. Yeah, man. And I keep some graphic novels down there. I got all kind of stuff. Yeah. I just call myself Gregatron, but I never say my last name. Got them going. Yeah. Terry is cool people. I don't get how people don't like Terry. You know. Got those. Yeah. Terry is the girl. That's the good shirt. The homie got me. Let's see here. Got those. The Marvel section. And you know it's live, guys, because look at the time. Yeah. It's going down on this table. Mr. Pink makes Terry into a big issue. I'm like, dude, what's your deal? Like, he'll go out of his way to badmouth her. The gargoyles up there. And these. Yes, sir. Red brick buildings on the side of town. Provide the jobs for people all around. Yeah, he thinks he does, doesn't he? Golden Rule. Jesse's words this morning were really helpful with Charlie Kirk. Because the normal, average, common mother lover will get mad when they see that type of stuff. Thanks. I got more upstairs, but you've seen it already. You've seen it in my videos. That Xbox I got from eBay, that's the OG Xbox. That's my CD collection, which I'll show that off in a video eventually. That's the letter opener from Kill Bill. Kenpachi Zaraki sword. More childhood cartoons. JLP just handles things like a champ no matter what happens. I don't know how he does it, man. It's crazy. And like I said, he came to work. See, what I respect about Bond, probably the most, maybe second most, Bond. Y'all remember when there were those fires, right? Oh, let me show you some more posters. Remember when L.A. was burning down? They still came to work. David Robinson, that's my guy. This poster I had years ago. You guys ever watch Melanie King? No? She's fire and smoking hot. Not that I can think of. Send me that though. I believe in Harvey Dent. Great movie. The Dark Knight. Great movie. You might have seen this picture. Turn this way. These are some prints I got from a comic convention. Venom is everywhere in this house. Some DBZ. Sorry about that glare. Here we go. This one over here, one of my favorites. The lanterns. That's raw. Straight raw. Melanie King does current events. She was tight with Kevin Samuels. Okay. I didn't know who Kevin Samuels was until he died. Let me write that name down, actually. Let's see here. Let's write that down. I'll write on this receipt. No, I won't. You said Melanie, right? Melanie King. Mel. Bam. Gotcha. Right by my workout. Alright. I'm not showing you my bedroom. You don't need to see all that. I do have more posters upstairs. This is that's dope. Yeah. You may have seen up here before. More swords. That's the reverse blade sword from Kenshin. You got the Todd McFarlane series, the 1/6 scale. Those are my guys. Then the Venom, that's a 1/10. Yeah, a lot of people have been hating off the Punisher figure. Like the gun's not right or something. I think my favorite to this day is still Wolverine out of all these. They just nailed him, man. They got him good. I like all of them, to be honest. Got a Batman area. Got some Batarangs. These babies right here light up. Let's see. This one does anyway. This is from Batman Beyond. There it is right there. Yeah. I was going to let my nephew play with these, but he would have broke them. So I was like, maybe when you get older, buddy. I think I got these from the mall. There's a comic shop at the mall. The Charlie Kirk. The Charlie Kirk show 6 years ago. What? 6 years ago, 66 days before his assassination. What the? Yeah. This is my first sword from when I was still a child. This Batman in the back, that's Todd McFarlane. Got the animated series. Come over here. You've seen these. You've seen these. There's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Yep. Here's another poster or print. Yeah, that's sweet. One thing about me, I love wolves. The wolf is one of my favorite animals. The wolf, the gorilla, the tiger, the panther. I love animals. This poster came from a comic book. I think it's called Venom, Trial of Venom. That's when Daredevil, Matt Murdock, is the prosecutor. And he's trying to prosecute Eddie Brock for his crimes. What's in here? This suit is a Power Ranger suit that I wore for my nephew's birthday party. Yeah. That was fun. Under Armour. Check this out. This I got at a comic book convention, Midwest Toy Fair. Get this out into the light a little bit. It's called President. Get it? Harvey Dent. Trump. He's the president. Get it? And it shows In God We Trust. I'm a neat freak too. Must be, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm organized, bro. Like I might have a lot of stuff, but I'm organized. Real quick, the Transformer shirt I was talking about. That's this one. That's this one. From the birthday party. You betcha. Now, all those boxes, that's all my sword boxes. Yep, that's where I keep them. As far as this goes, this is my, here, let me move this out the way. That's the Gregatron picture that the homie drew for me. Unless it's a lone wolf, don't F with it. Well, yeah, because there's a pack that's with them. These are both laminated. Yep. The good homie made these for me. He's good. He's real good. What's this? I got a lot of... Oh, that's for the Midwest Toy Fair. Okay. Yeah. And then... Oh, that's right. Let's come up here. More figures. Greg Capullo. And others. DC Collectibles. A lot of Nightwing. And then the Arkham toys. Some of them. A lot of Nightwing. I've seen cool videos of people saving a wolf. And within days, the wolf pack. Really? The wolf pack is brought back. Really? That's cool. These are the animated series figures. Yeah, man. And then when you come in here, turn that light off. Yeah, that's a good story. Venom on trial. This is the spare bedroom, or the guest room. I'll start over here. Let me see here. We got the Great White Hope right there. Court Green would be envious. Yeah, my friend's dad got me this poster for Christmas last year. There's some nunchucks there. Catwoman, Nightwing. And got the swords up there from Lord of the Rings. Legolas. More swords. Got Yujiro and Baki. Some Dragon Balls. 2 sets. Court Green would be envious of tongue. Are you being vulgar, Yoda? This Spawn you might have seen in the intro. A homie got me that for my previous birthday. Steel. Let's see here. Got another sword right there. More swords. I think there might be a delay. Got more swords right there from Lord of the Rings. This one is one of my favorites. That's King Theoden's sword. Most of the stuff you guys have seen in my videos, I'm just being generous. And then you got this one. That's really the last of them. Well, actually, I have more swords than this. I just didn't show all of them. I'm supposed to be doing this in a video. Melanie has posted a video about the Amazon book talking about Charlie Kirk's murder. Okay. I'm going to check her out. Would you say she's one of the good people? If so, I'll have to include her in all the good people. Yeah. I love swords, man. That's my spare bed. So whenever I have a guest over, the person can come up here. Okay, I'll check her out. Yeah, I gotta get the Great White Hope. You know. Smoking classy. Classy smoking hot. All right. Boom. 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 And here's the helmet. To the good costume. Yep. Also, over 40, so rare. Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn the light off. I don't plan on coming back up here tonight. Yeah. I got more stuff than this, but I can't show you my family portraits. Yeah. I got more swords and whatnot, but they're too close to family photos. I'll post a link. Yeah, please do. Please do. Got the PS5. Got the Xbox 360. I got a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. If and when I ever have a family, all this is going to change. I'll probably get a different house. Move all this stuff to the basement. Maybe even open them up someday. Put them on shelves. But as a bachelor, oh yeah, you can do this. Got some DVDs. We were talking about Rocky and Rambo earlier. Let's see. Where are they? Kill Bill. There they are, right there. Rocky and Rambo. And I got, where are they? I got Rocky 4 somewhere. Can't find it. Oh, there they are, right there. Rocky 2, Rocky 4, Rocky 5. So I'm still missing Rocky 3. Yeah. I'm gonna go through my DVD collection someday with you guys. Because I got these. I got these. Those are the kind of the 90s cartoons. Then I got these, my anime section. But if you go back into my channel, you'll see all this stuff. You know, you better have Blazing Saddles, Greg. No, I never heard of Blazing Saddles. But look at the DBZ collection, the whole 9 seasons. Got Slayers, Afro Samurai, Attack on Titan, Baki the Grappler, Basilisk, some Berserk, some Bleach, Blood Plus, Cowboy Bebop, Claymore, Cyborg 009, Death Note, Devil May Cry, Dragon Ball Z, Escaflowne, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Gundam, and G Gundam. Well, this is Gundam Wing. G Gundam, Inuyasha. Got some Naruto in there. Outlaw Star, Rurouni Kenshin, Samurai Champloo, Samurai X, Samurai 7, Slayers, Slayers Next, Slayers Try. Come on. Slayers Resolutions. Is it Resolutions or Revelations? Revolution R. Trigun. Trinity Blood, Wolf's Rain, Yu Yu Hakusho. And then I got where the gargoyles are on this side. Some DC animated movies. Some old video games. I got stuff that I loaned out to different homies who, one of them doesn't even live in this town. He'll bring it back though. Got some Xbox games, Xbox 360 games. I've been collecting stuff for a long time. Yeah, man. Nice stream. I will talk to y'all later, though. I need to get some food. Okay. If I open it now, well, I can use my other phone. Hey, girlfriend. Just giving a little tour of the house. Little tour. Not everything. Let me get my other phone. Let me grab my other phone real quick. All right, let's see. Golden Rule TV. Gregatron. Okay. I opened it. Angelina Jordan. Oh, this is the whole playlist. This is your playlist. Okay. Oh, her. Yeah. I've seen her. Yeah. I watched this one before. So, yeah. Okay. Right on. It's nice of you to stop by real quick, girlfriend. It was over 10 years ago. Trying to turn y'all on to some. Yeah. I'm going to check her out some more now. You want to see my laptop? You want to see the Hunter Biden laptop? So, hey, my love. This is my Hunter Biden laptop. It's got the Batman sticker from somewhere. Under Armour, from some clothing I must have got. Oh, no, this is from the sunglasses. Yeah. Got the Get a Job sticker from Get a Job. And I got the good JLP. That's from a t shirt I must have bought. Another Batman sticker. These two stickers came together. And then I got the Society 6 store sticker. So, Get a Job is amazing. Yeah, you like that? Cool JLP stickers and Get a Job. Yeah, that's pretty much all the stickers I need. Because anymore, it'll be kind of clustered. Yeah, that's my little laptop. Yep. Can you believe it's this late? Okay. So she's a young woman? What's up, DJ on Paw? You got that sticker too? Yeah, that comes with the merch. I got that JLP sticker. I just haven't found a place to put it. Your laptop, G? Who is I don't know. He reached out to me. Yoda, we've been doing good all night. So a couple years ago, Get a Job reached out to me like, hey, if you wear my shirt, I'll clip it in my video. Wow. I thought she was like an older lady, Golden Rule. Yeah. Anyway, so I wore my Get a Job shirt and I did some lateral raises. And then he used it for his Get a Job video to advertise the product. It was like the Savage Moments number 30 something. That was kind of cool. I'm like, wow, he's advertising me in his video. That's awesome. Yeah. So that's I guess you could call the entertainment section. Every person on earth should hear her sing. I will check her out. Because I got it in my other phone now. I got two phones. This one is for making videos. And then I use this one when I go live. What's up, Mr. DJ on Paw? What's good with ya? I just want to know what's good with you, sir. The Infinity Gauntlet. That's the good piggy bank. Yeah, man. Anybody have any questions before I get out of here? I got to take my contacts out. I got to take a shower. I got to eat some food. I haven't done any of those things yet. None of them. DJ on Pause says, I would advise that you never let a child in your house because I feel like you're going to play with. Yeah. Yes, you're right about that. Actually, my nephew, who is 5 now, he doesn't do too bad. because he has his own toys upstairs in the closet that we get out, which were like my niece's old extra toys. So he's actually more into the Power Rangers video game on the PS5, but they don't come over a whole lot, you know. Guttural TV says she does all her own arrangements, even with a whole orchestra. Greg would like Greg would have a freak out with a kid in there. No, that's not true. The kids don't mess up the toys. The kids just they're just messy in general. That's just how kids are. You know, they might knock one of them off the table, but that's just normal kid stuff. But every time one of them got knocked off the table, nothing broke. Nothing. Because it's hard plastic, it's PVC. And if anything did break, you could just super glue it back. Like, I'm not such a freak to where I'm going to freak out if a kid knocks something off the table, you know? Gregatron, what will you do when you run out of space? Um, that's a good question. Get a bigger house. Well, you said if we get married, you wouldn't want all this stuff, right? So the question is, well, no, I can't say that. That's putting you on the spot. Whoa. I had to stop myself. Is your toilet a Marvel toilet? Do you have a Marvel decorated bathroom and bed sets? I'm not showing you my bedroom. That's private. I showed the guys my spare bedroom earlier, but I'm not showing you my actual bedroom. One, it's a mess. Two, that's my personal bedroom. Build some shelves. Yeah, I had a homie years ago tell me that. Get some shelves. Get the gargoyles up on the shelves. I'm like, I will at some point. It's not a big deal to freak out. Those kids should be behaving. They are behaved. They are behaved. But one of them, he's a boy and he's 5. So sometimes he just can't control himself. You know, they're good kids, though, my niece and nephew. Do you ever get the Marvel toothpaste and toothbrush? This is how she talks. Toothbrush sets? Or what a nice Captain America watch. Nice try. I do have this now. You've seen it in my videos. In my video, this is my new toy. Yeah. It's kind of blurry when it's up close. Yeah. So we have fun over here. We have fun on the Gregatron channel, don't we? Yes. That light down there. There's the Transformers light. That would be wild. Uncle Greg, too big to make him mad. My niece and nephew can't make me mad because those are my people. That's my girl and that's my boy. My nephew, I call him my little buddy. That's my buddy. And then my niece, I call her the baby. That's my girl. Show us your jammies. Nice try, buddy. I don't wear pajamas. I want to know which superhero was on. I don't wear pajamas, G. I don't wear pajamas since I was a kid. Uh, B days, bed days. Oh, you mean when you lay around the house in your pajamas all day? Yeah. I can't wait till my vacation. Most Gregs I know. Yeah, I don't know any Gregs who are not laid back. My birthday's in August. I had another Greg. His birthday was in August. I think we might have the same birthday, but we were like 1 year apart, if I'm not mistaken. Look at that. 6 likes. No, Greg. Self cleanly self cleaning toilets, bro. No, man. I don't have no self cleaning toilet. What is this, a South Park episode? No tissue need. That's called a bidet, man. I do not have a bidet. Not at all. I got gargoyles jammies. No, you don't. I think you're just yanking my chain now, man. But Gargoyles is definitely my second favorite. Batman the Animated Series being my first. Oh, yeah. Yes, sirree. Oh, yeah. I got some more posters I want to show you while we're here. Turn this oven off. This one got some American Eagle action. These I got from the mall. Full Metal Alchemist. That's from QuadCon, like the others. Some of these I took to work because I was low on wall space. And then there's this one. Let me turn the light on. That didn't help. This one. Oh. There we go. You like that? This is probably my favorite one as far as the ones that moves. Yep. Yeah, man. Ugh. Super cool. And the basement just has a bunch of boxes from the toys. That and washer and dryer. Nothing too exciting. You've seen these. Those are in the background in my videos. When I say it's Gregatron. But like I said, you've seen them all before. Some of you guys have been with me for some years now. Yeah. Yep. Cyborg Superman, Steel, the Black Suit Superman, Mongol. Yeah, man. Fun stuff. I'll show you the bedroom maybe when I clean it up. Maybe. That's where I got my Trump calendar. That's in the bedroom. I do like this section. The window section. To the window. To the wall. Got the Power Ranger shot glasses. Got the ladies right there. Yeah, man. This was cool. I kind of got to watch what I show so y'all don't have my address and whatnot. My address, my last name, my job, all that bad stuff. You don't need that in your life. Yeah. Maybe I'll see you guys in the chat tomorrow. I'm probably going to sleep in. Probably. It's almost 3 in the morning. It's supposed to be my bedtime like now. I might make some ramen noodles. Throw some eggs up in there. DJ on pause says, Greg, if I found out what your address was, you would come home from work one day and I'll be working out in the gym. Nice one. Nice. You know what? I might have to take you up on that offer. We might just have to train, sir. I might be up for JLP, mate. Here's the thing. It's 3 o'clock in the morning now. JLP comes on at what? 8? So that's 5 hours from now. I would like to get at least 6 hours of sleep. But it's Friday. You can be deprived of sleep on a Friday because you got 2 days off. You know, I'ma watch that Melanie King video about Charlie Kirk. Okay. So she talks about other stuff outside of singing. Nice. Cool stuff. Cool. You're in my time zone. Okay. I'm in the Midwest. Yeah. The Midwest. I'm in Illinois, I'll tell you that. Me and Mr. Matt are both in Illinois. Dang, I wish it was one here, bro. I wish. Man. So why don't we pick this up some other time? Maybe I'll see you guys on Terry's this weekend or something. Terry or Lupin or Daniel or somebody. Somebody gonna be on. Oh yeah. Big time. But I got so much individual stuff I want to show you guys, like my DVD collection, this collection, that collection, you know. Yes. Alright, why don't we do a countdown? We're leaving in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the stream is